Why, hello there. Welcome back. This is Peyton 3.0, the EDM and drum step vocalist Zombie Supreme. And for those of you that are new, welcome. This is Peyton 3.0's EDM World News. Okay? This is a channel where we talk about the hottest news stories in the EDM world. If you like today, please hit the like button. Share with your Floor family, your rave family, the fam. Comment all of that to help this boorish algorithm they got going on. Show my videos to more people. Thank you so much. All right. So today we got some hot, juicy stories for you. You will not be disappointed. First up, we got Fyre Festival founder Billy McFarland is a free man and planning to come back. Doja Cat reveals her forthcoming album will be influenced by rave culture. Okay. Shaq wants to break the Guinness World Record for largest mosh pit at a music festival. Let's get into it. This is Peyton 3.0's EDM World News. Take it away. Yes, folks. Ooh. Oh, wait, hold on. All right, we're in the building. I feel like I'm a little chapped. Give me a moment, folks. I'm a little chapped. All right. By the way, the song in the background is my song. It's called Turn Up, Let the Music Heal You. And you can't find this particular one on SoundCloud. We'll talk about that later. All right, let's get into the juicy news stories. Yes, I'm back in it. All right, so the first news story is Fyre Festival founder Billy McFarland is a free man and planning on a comeback. Yes. He just said, I deserved my sentence. I let a lot of people down, said McFarland, who was released from prison after serving less than 4 years. Okay. Infamous Fyre Festival founder and convicted felon Billy McFarland is out of prison after serving less than 4 years. McFarland was released early on March 30th and then transferred to community confinement until August 2022. Deadline reports, and now that the disgraced festival organizer is free, he's planning a comeback and may even start a new company. I'd like to do something tech-based, McFarland told New York Times. The good thing with tech is that people are so forward-thinking and they're more apt at taking risks. If I worked in finance, I think it would be harder to get back. Tech is more open, and the way I failed is totally wrong. But in a certain sense, failure is okay in entrepreneurship. Well, here's the thing, actually, and I don't know if he really knows the full scope. Failure is a part of entrepreneurship because you're going to fail and fail and fail and fall over, most of us, until you become successful. Because why? You didn't give. Here's the thing. The only time that you actually fail in anything in life is you just give up. You don't keep trying. You don't keep tweaking. You don't say, okay, over here. Okay, this didn't work. Okay, over here. Let me try this. Let me go over. You don't do anything to keep tweaking. You think after 10 tries it's over. Honey, if that's the way that you treat most things in life, then you can't do business. You can't be an entrepreneur. For those of you who want to be entrepreneurs, you can't do it. Because how you do one thing is how you do all things. Okay? Anyway, at the end of the day, he says, I think I could probably create the most value by building some sort of tech product. He continued, whether that's within a company or by starting my own company, I'm open to both. I'll probably decide in the next couple of weeks which path to go down. I think I'm supposed to say, because he wrote that wrong. I'm sorry. Anyway, during his time in prison, McFarland said he met some really amazing people. He goes on to add that he's sorry for the decision he made, which had an acute impact on so many lives. Okay? I deserve my sentence. I mean, he already said that. Why they keep writing this? Sorry. This is on EDM.com. This is where I get most of my news stories. McFarland has a small amount of money in the bank and owes around $26 million in debts as a part of his plea deal. He also barred from life from serving as the director of a public company per Times. McFarland entered a guilty plea for fraud back in 2018 for his role in the catastrophe that was Fyre Festival. The event promised a Coachella-like experience on the idyllic Great Exuma Island in the Bahamas. McFarland and his ilk marketed performances from Disclosure to Catronata. I guess that's how you say the name. I'm sorry if I butchered it. Blink-182 and Tyga, among others, as well as appearances by a list of celebrities like Kendall Jenner and Emily Ratajkowski. Some of the tickets cost upwards of $12,000. But when guests arrived on the island, they were greeted with luxury villas that were merely repurposed FIBA tents on a faux campground. In hindsight, the disaster relief tents were ironically fitting. Okay? Honey, that was shade that he wrote. That was shade. Anyway, after McFarland was arrested and detained in Brooklyn back in 2018, he was hit with a number of class action lawsuits from ticket holders. Their payout was ultimately slashed to roughly $281, honey. Woo! Okay. Now that's some tea. That's shade. That's all of that, honey. $281. All right. All right. Well, I hope that Mrs. McFarland has really truly learned from this experience in business, because like I said, you're not going to get it right the first time. You may start a new business and you still won't get it right, even if you were successful with another business. You know, you don't want to land in jail like he did to commit fraud and all that, but I mean, that's a hard lesson to learn, and hopefully he actually learns the lesson. So for the next thing he does, I really wish him great luck, and this time, hopefully he'll actually do it right. All right, we're moving on to the next story. Miss Doja Kitty, her girl, Doja Kitty reveals her fourth album will be influenced by rave culture, baby. Okay. Doja Cat is the latest hip-hop artist in recent times to turn to electronic music for inspiration. Joining the ranks of Drake, Megan Thee Stallion, Beyonce, and Big Sean. Doja Cat is delving deep to find new artistic drive from her childhood influences, and she's turning to rave culture for inspiration. Hold on, I want to make sure it's on, honey. Is it recording? There we go. It's recording. The Say So songstress previously announced her upcoming fourth studio album will focus more on her rapping ability, but in a recent interview with CR Fashion Book, she said its production style would also mark a departure from her prior works. Okay? Which means she'll gain a whole new audience because she won't be getting the general audience. Well, it depends because if Beyonce's doing it, Drake is doing it. Really, what they're doing is forcing dance music down the general audience's throat because America's still stuck on this hip hop trap shit, honey. And a lot of times it's suppression crap. But see, here's the thing: electronic music came to prominence already in the States last decade. All of a sudden, it's rushing back in. Okay? All of a sudden, I mean, I would usually things don't come back that quick, but all of a sudden, it's rushing back in. You know, but we as true dance music enthusiasts, us as true peace, love, and unity people of the actual EDM community, we actually really don't care. I mean, it's nice when it happens, but a lot of times people don't even do the EDM world justice when they even try to bring it up to, so at least not here in America. Not completely. There are some artists that did it justice. Lady Gaga, hats off to you, girl. Okay, that's my girl. But a lot of the artists, when it came to the surface, a lot of times it was watered down. It was watered down for the general audience to consume because they wouldn't get all the wop wubs and the dubs and the they wouldn't really get it, you know. So they gotta water it down. But yeah, I mean, I hope that Doja Cat. The thing is, Doja Cat's she's not totally in control of her career. She signs to these labels. She signed with Dr. Luke and all that, and if they say that she has to do a certain thing, that she basically has to do it because it's in her contract, you know? And that's the part that sucks about not being with a major label and not being able to truly do the artistry that you want to do, you know? That's why I'm not signed to the labels, okay? I do what the fuck I want. Doja Cat is delving deep into finding a new artistic drive for her childhood influences. We already said that. It was the fourth studio album would focus more on her rapping ability, but in a recent interview with CR Fashion Book, she said its production style would also mark a departure from her prior works. Amid a recent rush of major hip-hop artists turning to dance music for inspiration, such as Drake, Megan Thee Stallion, Miss Beyonce, love that album, girl, Renaissance, and Big Sean, Doja Cat is the latest to gravitate towards the genre, while noting that these days, 90s German rave music has been more her speed. Okay? She said, I'm very into the 90s, baby. The 90s German rave. She said, I'm very into the 90s German rave kind of vibe right now, and it's really fun. Doja Cat said, I know that's kind of a trend at the moment, but I loved that stuff as a kid, right? And now that I can express it, right, because you can really want to do one type of music as an artist, but then you realize it's not hot in the major scene, so you don't do the music, and it's like you love the type of music you may be doing, you know, but there's other things you want to do, but they won't allow you to really put the stuff out when you sign to a label because they won't allow you to experiment because it's not what's hot. It's not what's making money, you know, and labels are all about making money because this is a capitalist game. They gotta survive. They gotta keep the lights on, feed their families. That's the game. That's the game, period, around here. This is the capitalist bitch. Let's be honest, okay? Passion is rarely even an equation when it comes to business. Which is sad. But anyway, I know that's kind of the trend at the moment. We already that. Sorry about that. that's kind of a hint to the album. She continued, rave culture, not house. Okay. See, I like that. Let's read it again. Let's read it again because the trend right now seems to be house. Okay. She said rave culture, not house. What does she mean by that? Okay. If she's able to, if they let her do what she needs to do, because she has to fight with the label heads, she has to get in the meeting room, she has to consider her case. Just like, you know, Lady Gaga used to go in the meeting rooms with these label heads, and she would cry, she would blah blah blah, before she would make a scene, so that they let her do the artistry that she wanted to do, and it worked. So they let her do it, and they said if this bitch don't sell, we dropping her. Well, guess what? She sold. Okay, again and again. So the thing is, she probably had to get outrageous in those meeting rooms to possibly get to do. If she says she's doing rave culture, not house, what that really means is that she's going to be doing actual EDM festival type of music. It's not just going to be house because it's cute. She's going all the way to the EDM community as if she was actually at the festival, as if she was actually at the rave. So hopefully the label actually lets her do just that. Anyway, Doja Cat's upcoming album, which follows 2021's platinum-selling Planet Her, does not yet have a release date at the time of writing. Okay. Well, Miss Doja Cat, I think this is probably going to be the most anticipated album for me personally. The first two albums she put out, I couldn't really get into the first two albums. To me, it just wasn't giving. I don't know what it was. As a musician, I don't know. They weren't giving me a lot to chew on. You know what I'm saying? There was a couple of little bops on there, but it wasn't a full flush. Then the third album, I really liked the album, but here's the thing with that album. I found myself playing it less. I thought I would be playing the third album, Planet Her, more, but I don't really have it on repeat as much. But it to me is her best album to date, and to me you can actually listen all the way through it and enjoy the songs. But I feel that this album with the whole EDM thing and her hopefully doing it justice if they let her, it's gonna be like my favorite album. I'm gonna be playing it over and over again. I can feel it. So I hope that she really gets to release it. She gets to do it, and I'm rooting for you, Doja Cat. All right. Shaq wants to break the Guinness World Record for largest mosh pit at a music festival. Fans attending Diesel set at Excision's Lost Lands Festival may be a part of history. And you thought the world's biggest DJ couldn't reach new heights? Think again. Shaquille O'Neal, who is affectionately known for the electronic dance music community as DJ Diesel, wants to break the world record for largest mosh pit at a music festival. The legendary basketball player turned DJ is currently gearing up for a performance at Excision's Lost Lands, one of the world's most popular music fests for fans of dubstep and bass music, which is what I'm primarily focused on when it comes to my music right now in the EDM genre, for the most part. In the background, yes, that's not really dubstep or bass music. That's electro house. It's song maybe 6 years ago. Anyway, but it still gets the general. This one gets the general public going. Okay. Anyway, for fans of dubstep and bass music, and fans attending his set may very well be a part of history. Should we go for Guinness World Record for biggest mosh pit at Lost Lands? Diesel tweeted. With its relentless brand of dubstep, the NBA Hall of Famer can easily start a mosh pit that we know. What we don't know is how his team will be able to quantify it. Okay? Back in 2007, heavy metal band Devil Driver claimed to have broken the Guinness World Record for largest circle pit at England's Download Festival. Roughly 25,000 fans mossed away. Well, the Guinness Committee ended up rejecting the band's attempts. Unfortunately, as there is no way you can physically define where any circle-sized moss pit starts and ends, we cannot accept this as a category, they told the band at the time. For what it's worth, the Lost Land attracts approximately 4,000 people each year, so Devil Driver's record-breaking mosh pit is within arm's reach for Diesel. Ahead of his performance at Lost Land, read our intimate 2020 interview with Shaq, who says EDM revitalized a sense of urgency and passion in him. And it sure did for me too, Shaq. It sure does for me. All right, Mr. Shaq is making history, making waves in a new industry. Okay? And the people are loving it. We love it, right? We love going to the concert to see Mr. Diesel do his thing. You know why? Because he's actually passionate about this shit. And he's not just doing it just to make a quick buck or change entry. I don't know. You know, you can tell people that are trying to put on. Mr. Shaq loves this shit. And it comes through. Okay? Well, I want to thank you so much for being here today, for giving me your time. Time is a valuable asset, and you cannot get it back. You can always make money, but you cannot make back the time, honey, okay? So, what's going on with this, honey? I feel like it's flowing. I can't see the icons. I can't see nothing. There we go. All right. So this has been Peyton 3.0, folks. The EDM and drum step vocalist Zombie Supreme, the Queen, the King. I forgot the crown. That's the pill for the bell that's the bell for the pills, honey. But anyway, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure that you subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Oh, cool. Yes. And I will see you. Oh, we ain't done yet. I forgot. We ain't done yet. I can't let you go without giving you what? The social medias, baby. Bow. For those of you who are my loyal Zombatron / Peyton natives, you should already have all this going on. But for those of you who are new, welcome again. I'm on Snapchat, baby. Sessionslive.com, where you can catch me live singing your favorite tunes. Just request and I'll sing it for you. Get 3 free unreleased songs from me. These will not be on the social media platforms. It will not be on iTunes. It won't be on Spotify. It won't be on Tidal, okay? This is just for the people who are real, who are true. I mean, you are deeply ready to commit to being a fan of moi. That means giving me your email. Get on the email list, honey. Get on the email list. And you get those 3 free unreleased songs, which basically will tell you the direction on which I'm headed musically as an artist. As I had said before, I am not a YouTuber. I'm not a TikToker. I'm not any of that. I am a musician that happens to be playing the social media game. Why? Because that's how you have to do it. Oh, cool. So I'm getting people a little more of me than just the music and a cute picture on Instagram. Okay? Peyton30.com. SoundCloud.com/Peyton30. Instagram. Facebook Zombatron Community. TikTok at Zombatron Nation. Okay? Join the nation. Join the nation. Anyway, and of course right here at YouTube. Yes. Thank you so much, folks, and I will see you on the next episode of Peyton 3.0's EDM World News. Bye-bye now.